I don't know what I'm gonna call this video. Probably something like it's kind of unheard of what's happening with seasonal anime. And the topic, it's something if you watched my either a day or 2 days ago, depending on when I upload this, Hell's Paradise, the latest episode, I talked about how the production quality of Hell's Paradise is insane because it'd be different if there just wasn't like a lot of like high quality action anime airing. But the fact that we have so many big dogs and none of these shows are dipping in quality is actually unheard of. And that's the topic of today's video because when you actually think about it, right? Winter 26 anime has a lot of really heavy hitters. You have Free Run, you have JJK, Hell's Paradise, Sentenced to Be a Hero, Fire Force. I haven't started the last season yet, but I've heard that it's looking good. And then you got like some, I mean, Oshinoko as well, but then you got like a lot of B tier shows that are also really cooking with the visuals, man. And I really want to highlight this because I don't think a lot of people realize. A show like JJK, right? You expect it's going to be high quality, and it has been. But usually you would see, oh man, this one episode looks rough, but that hasn't happened yet. It's actually been non-stop high quality. Hell's Paradise. A lot of people bitched when season 1 aired. Nothing but high quality. And honestly, to such a degree that you would swear this is the all-star show of the season, because there's no way you top it. And then you do top it. Sentenced to Be a Hero. New show, Mushoku Tensei director. It's just mind-blowing quality. Fate Strange Fake, of course. Amazing. But all I remember hearing was that even after all the delays, that Strange Fake has a very shitty production line, and it's cooking visually. But it's not even just the big shows. You got a lot of B-tier shows that would normally be like, maybe an episode or two looks pretty good. Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling has a shit ton of 3D, and the 3D and the almost cell shading that they're now doing makes it blend in so well that it doesn't even... It does, like, you don't see the 3D in a show like this and say, I wish it wasn't 3D. Especially with a show like Hell Mode, same thing. Like, yeah, is Hell Mode or Dragon on the same caliber as Sentenced to Be Hero or Strange Fake? Of course not. But then you even have stuff like Jack of All Trades. There was that episode when he fought a dragon. Where did they pull that animation from? And this is what I'm trying to highlight here. I've been covering seasonal anime for a long time. And I'm someone who I can give passes to mediocre production more than your average viewer because I understand what goes into anime. I know there's not enough animators to go around to be able to make as many anime that are made every single season. And this is just TV, mind you, right? The fact that I can recognize that production lines are stretched thin, they're not going to be able to produce as much. So when you get into oh my god, there's Free Run, there's JJK, Hell's Paradise, Sentenced to Be a Hero, Fire Force, like, there's no way the studios in question are going to be able to cook and give the attention to every single episode perfectly. And I gotta be real, I think they've done it so far this season. We are closing in on month 2 out of 3 for the Winter 26 anime season. And this is the first time I can ever remember getting up on my channel and saying, you know what, damn near everything that I'm watching looks fucking good. Let's take a look at this show too. This show right here got a lot of bitching and moaning when it first started. Very cute show, slice of life. It's kind of like a rom-com, but in a fantasy world with an isekai element. Isekai element's not overly important, but they do highlight it enough that you remember the main character is isekai'd. This is a show with probably some of the least amount of movement out of any show I'm watching this season. But it's beautiful. And why is it beautiful? Because the way they filter the backgrounds is so just style. It basically makes it seem like you're looking at a painting any which way you look. Now, some people have bitched about that. I don't know why, personally. I've heard their opinions, and it's like them speaking a foreign language to me, and I don't speak the language. But this is a great example of, like, sure, if every show looked like this, would I be saying what I am? No. But even the shows that are minimal in movement, they have something going for them this season that it's consistent art quality. Do you remember when we were talking about, what was it called? The Newgate? Whatever it was? God damn. Fucking blasphemy. These shows that just, the art gets worse and worse as it goes on. The art is actually staying consistent. Oshinoko's cooking with their directing. Oshinoko may not have Sakuga action scenes, but Oshinoko has these directing scenes and just the way the camera moves, and it makes it feel like this cinematic, oh my god, someone's gonna get shot. The action quality this season is fucking bonkers, especially because Sentenced to Be a Hero fucking every other episode is dropping the most insane action. Hell's Paradise is dropping the most insane action week after week. JJK, in dialogue scenes, fucking cooking, but in action scenes, holy fuck are they cooking. Even Free Run, slice of life as hell this season, but even they be dropping the most casual animation for no goddamn reason. Then you got other shows, Noble Reincarnation, easygoing territory defense, not a lot of action, but still art quality remaining consistent, and they do have some moments that you're like, damn, this is good. But the thing I really have to highlight is shows especially like Dragon Hatchling or Hell Mode, a lot of 3D, but the 3D is finally getting better. It's no longer the, oh man, it's blended in so horribly. It's no longer, you know, like this very obvious 3D mob next to 2D background and 2D character, right? No, it's like they're doing a lot more like cell shading and stuff, and it just, especially a show like Hell Mode, this show's about dude playing a video game, and basically it's on the hardest difficulty imaginable, and he has like these summons, right? It's like kind of like some Digimon kind of Dragon Quests merged into one, and they are very obviously 3D monsters every time you see them. But every time I do see them, I'm like, man, this just feels like playing a JRPG. I am someone who can criticize very noticeable 3D. And there is very noticeable 3D in so many shows the past few seasons. But I fucking love the 3D in all these goddamn shows this season. Even Jack of all trades, there was some 3Dness with that one dragon a couple weeks back. But you know what? It's probably a fluke. I'm sure the rest of this year is not going to be this good. But not only are the shows in questions really fucking good this season, the production lines, like, this is the thing I don't think people realize. Phase Strange Fake, it's still rumored to have a very shitty production schedule. And yet they're cooking every week. I haven't heard much about JJK. I've heard part 1 is supposed to be, like, really, like, they had a good schedule for this. Part 2's up in the air because the director of part 1 won't be working on part 2, so we'll see if, you know, my tune will change then. But especially a show like Hell's Paradise, man. Hell's Paradise, I think, was overhated in Season 1. I'm not saying there isn't room for criticism, and absolutely there is a major quality difference in Season 2 than Season 1 now that we've gotten deep enough into it. But I don't think it's fair to say that, oh, this is just anime getting lucky, or, you know, it's always looking this good. No, this is a different level of quality, not only for the actual quality of the shows we're watching, but the fact that the production, even the most basic bit shows, the B tier, the C tier shows, are, I think, a lot more consistent than I'm used to. Maybe I'm the crazy one, I don't know, man, but I'm really impressed with what they've been able to cook lately. I just want to make a video about this because after finishing Hell's Paradise, which I did today, like I said, I don't know if this is a Monday or Tuesday release, one of the two, I was just like, man, I really want to talk about this because as someone who's covered seasonal anime a long time, but has been watching seasonal anime even longer, I hope this is just a good sign of things to come, but if not, we can always look back at Winter 26 as being a built different anime season. Let me know what your biggest surprise was in terms of visuals this season. I gotta be real, probably Hell Mode for me because of how much I liked the 3D in that show, but if I'm just looking at pure Sakuga, probably Hell's Paradise. I wasn't expecting it to look that good. Thoughts down below though, like, comment, subscribe. Patreon, we do have full live reactions to everything we watch over there, which we do watch a lot of stuff that we don't even cover on YouTube, so do consider supporting if you so wish, but until next time, take care. Have a good one.